Hello everyone and welcome to a new Boy Reads World video. My apologies already for my shit voice at the moment. It's not because I had a great party weekend or anything, it's just, well, it's just sad, that's what it is. Anyway, I'm here with my Read-O-Rama TBR, because that's a thing. So I actually have no idea what the Read-O-Rama Readathon, what a name is that? What the Read-O-Rama Readathon is all about, because I just heard about it 2 hours ago from Jenny King. I'll link her video down below, in which she talked about the readathon and what books she was going to read. And the weirdly specific challenges caught my eye, so I decided to also take part. The readathon is from today actually until next weekend, and I'm not sure if I'm going to read everything that there is to read for this readathon because I'm starting a new job. And saying that, I'm actually sure that I'm not going to read everything because there are 8 challenges you have to do, one of which is to read 7 books. From those 7 challenges, I'll try to read 5 of those. I have 5 books laying in front of me. There are 2 challenges I won't be doing, one of which is read something which has an Irish element in them. And I have some books that have Irish, and I have some books that are set in Ireland or written by an Irish author, but all of them I've read already, and I'm not really in the mood to reread something, so that one is scratched. And then the other challenge is start a series, and I don't read series. 1 book at a time is more than enough. So here are the 5 challenges that I will be reading. So something which they always do at the Read-O-Rama Readathon, very good name, guys, is read a book that has the letters R-A-M-A, Rama, in the title or the author's name or a combination of the two. And the book that I've chosen for that is The Death of Bunny Munro by Nick Cave, which has the R-A-M, oh boy, oh, A, and death. Wow. This is a book that I received a couple of weeks ago for my birthday. I went on a birthday weekend in Germany. I'll link that video down below too, from a very good friend of mine. And I've never read anything by Nick Cave, so I'm quite curious to see what he has done with this. This is about a guy who has just lost his wife, called Bunny Munro, and the things that he does and what happens to him and the consequences of, you know, being a widower all of a sudden. So yeah, and it's quite short, so we need that for a readathon. Then another challenge is read a book with a character whose name starts with the same initial as yours, and I am Jeffrey, so that begins with a G. And the book that I have chosen is Bel Ami by Guy de Maupassant. And the main character in here is called Georges Duroy, which starts with G. And this is a classic. This was written in the 19th century, and it's been a while since I've read anything that has been written before 1900. So I'm looking quite forward to this. The only thing that I have read by Guy de Maupassant before was The Necklace, which is one of his short stories. And I have to say that de Maupassant is quite famous for his short stories and not that much for his, novels. But this one is quite well known, I think, and it has been turned into a movie with this guy in the main role. What's his name? Who knows? The Twilight guy. I have no idea. I've never seen that movie, but you know, it has been a movie, so yay. Then another challenge is to read a book, to go blind into a book, and this is a book, and I have chosen A Tree Grows in Brooklyn by Betty Smith, and I picked this up in Prague last year because of the title, because, you know, this is quite a classic, a modern classic. Well, it's written in the beginning of the 20th century, and I have no idea what this book is actually about. I know that I read the blurb when I bought it, but I already forgot it again. So I'm going into this book blind. And is it about a tree that grows in Brooklyn, or is it a metaphor? Who knows? I'll find out. Then another challenge is a book with an animal on the cover, and for that I have chosen, it's a bit dirty, A God in Ruins by Kate Atkinson, and I'm guessing this is a hare or a rabbit, a big rabbit, who knows. And I already read Life After Life, and this is not a sequel but a companion novel, because in Life After Life we follow a girl who keeps reliving her lives. You know, she dies, but then her life continues in a parallel universe or something like that. I read it. And this is a book about her brother who lives his life alongside one of the lives of his sisters. So I'm quite curious to see what elements Atkinson has implemented from her Life After Life novel and put in here, or if it's a totally different book, you know, if we get to see the sister or not. So yeah, quite excited to read this one. And then finally we have a book that is about an illness. I think that was the challenge, just read a book about an illness. And I have chosen Speechless by Tom Lanoye. He is a Belgian author, but this book, Speechless, has been translated into English last year, I think. And this is about his mother, so it's non-fiction. It's about his mother, who is a very vibrant woman, who is an actress, who, you know, when you go into her house, you always hear her talking, and suddenly she gets a stroke, and she loses her ability to speak, which for her is the same as just dying. So I'm really fascinated by this book, because, you know, it's a true story, and it's about how somebody who was so vibrant, who was so willingly to speak about anything and everything, who is suddenly reduced to being mute, who no longer can express herself, which must be so terribly. So yeah, really look forward to reading this book, maybe with a handkerchief by my side, who knows. So those are the 5 books that I'll try to read in the coming week. No way I'm going to read all of them, you know, with a new job and all, but I'm willing to give it a stab, and who knows, it might be the perfect antidote for my current reading slump. So if you have any recommendations or comments, please leave them down below, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye!